Hi, Cancer. These are your February messages. Today, as I'm recording, it is also the full moon in Leo. So happy full moon. We're going to be using the Empathic Oracle deck today. And you get story. Your story. With air at the bottom of the deck. While I was pulling your cards, Cancer, by the way, I'm pumping, so just bear with me. But as I was pulling your cards, like, I felt connected to flowers. Like, this floral scent came to my nose, and it made me think of flowers. So there's something that has to do with flowers here. You could be receiving flowers. Someone could really be admiring the idea of flowers. Maybe just someone loves flowers. Maybe someone feels called to flowers in some way. Maybe someone wants to get creative with incorporating flowers into like an art project, or someone just feels like going out and buying themselves flowers. But you could be receiving it. You could be working with it in some way, using it in some way. Or it can really have to do with the scent too, due to the fact that I brought up a floral scent. Your story, this has me feel like you're rewriting your story. You're rewriting your story in a way that is like no other, Cancer. Something about this feels rare, and it feels new, it feels exciting, it feels unique. And it also feels very inspiring. You could be like starting over in some way. Or you could be rearranging something. You could be moving. You could just be like reorganizing, revamping your whole life. Maybe at one point you knew you had a plan, and now you have a completely new plan. And I feel like you're confident about this. Like you're sure about this. You're certain about this. There could be a part of you that's not entirely confident about the outcome or how things are going to go, but you are confident in this current decision that you've made. You feel like you have to make it. You feel like there's no other like direction to turn to. Like you're called to what emotionally fulfills you. You are being called to your heart space more than ever right now. You just feel like you have to be true to yourself. You have to move genuinely, even if it hurts, even if it hurts others. But you are, in a sense, creating a balance by knocking certain things down, or by creating new traditions, or unlocking new territories. You're establishing new energy here. It's like you're kind of going out with a big bang, but you're doing it so gracefully. You're doing it in a way that's silent, that it doesn't call for you to be loud about it. It doesn't call for you to be loud at all. You're just showing up, casually showing up, but with grace. And there's some kind of like, there's a balance that you're bringing in as we connect to this air card, because this also does have me think of the symbol of air signs, in other words. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there could be some connection there. There could be some connection with an air sign. You could have air in one of your placements, or there's just something about this that really gives off that energy. Like you could really be using the energy of air within whatever it is that you're manifesting right now. But the balance that you bring in, it's almost like you're finding ways to stay poised, to stay calm within whatever you do and within however you respond. It's almost like you found a method that works. But I think you're letting go of control to some extent. You notice things keep ever changing. Things keep looking different. Things keep switching up. So you feel like you have to just go with the flow at this point. So that's what you're doing. You're going with the flow. I think you finally accepted that things are just beyond our control. Like even the things that you really feel like you have control over, you just never know what's going to come up. And it changes you. It changes the scenery, it changes everything around you, but then it changes you next. It's almost like you're last. Save the best for last. And that's where you make your official decision. Is this the direction you still want to go in? Do you want to do something different? Do you want to be different? Do you want to be more? Like there's some kind of evolving going on here. And it's scary. It's very scary to live out. It's a scary experience, but it's also invigorating for you. You feel like this is the only way. The only way is through. Past is here at the bottom, underneath air at the bottom of the deck, right? Interesting. And then there's phases under that. Yeah, this definitely has to do with like lifestyle and your past lives and, different versions of yourself that you did get to experience and carry out. And then there's versions of you in other dimensions too. And there's something about that really stands out here. There's a connection you make that has to do with that. A lesson is learned within that. And maybe you're coming across signs that bring you closer to making this connection. Maybe there are things that just feel similar. They're sounding similar. It's like the universe is trying to get your attention. Spirit is trying to get your attention. Divine is trying to get your attention. You're on the right path, Cancer. You continue to move in that direction that you're trying to go. Just keep going. Maybe there's a part of you that's doubting it a bit. Maybe you're questioning it a lot. You're hoping that you hope that your decisions, your current decisions, aren't silly. Every time you grow, every time you go through something, through a process, internally you grow from whatever downloads that you receive and the connections that you make within that. You grow so much from that it starts to leave you feeling empty, and not in a bad way, but in a way where it's like, I have so much now. I hold so many gems and keys and resources that I don't even know what to do with all of this now. Like, what if I get lost in it? And so what if you do? What is that process really looking like? What are the details really looking like within what it is that you're jumping into? Remember that. It's okay to jump into things. It's okay to come out of things. It's okay to realize things just don't work anymore for you, or certain things don't align with you anymore. But it doesn't mean to stop going. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to make mistakes either. But trust this. Love you.